Hello guys, and today we have another review. And yes, my past videos, I'm good and great. Yeah. This review is on the Recon MkII. Yeah. This is a top prime, spring powered, mag fed Nerf dart shooting blaster. It's basically another version of the retaliator, just this time it basically has the same shell. Basically, not totally. But before we get into the review, let's remove these attachments and we'll talk about them later. Also, let's take out the magazine. The magazine is the 6-round dart magazine. It's pretty high quality, but nothing special. And now we get to the main blaster, the Recon MkII or MkII. At the front we have an extract barrel lug that attachment goes on. One note, it does not have the indent for attachment, so most of them will not fit very great. Actually, they still do fit decently good. Just the attachment that is included, because it does not have the plastic spring thing, does not fit all that great on attachments or other barrel lugs. So do keep that in mind. Then on the top we have an air-strike rail, and that is the one of two rails. The other one is right here on the side. And the priming grip is opposite of the Echo. The Echo is super shallow, while this one is super long. You can fit your whole hand and more. Yeah, this whole pipe moves back, and this prime is very nice. It doesn't sound great, but it's very smooth, and actually it's pretty easy. Okay, that might have seemed like it was hard. It wasn't because of the prime, because the rail is pretty sharp right here. If you try to do it with your pinky, that is not comfy. But this is a very, very smooth and light prime. Now, at the back we have this N-strike attachment, N-strike stock attachment point with the little stub. This one is removable, thank God. And then here we have the magazine well, which I actually got this blaster from a friend or a neighbor, and it was broken. The magazine release mechanism was flipped around, so it would go in, but you couldn't get it out. Other than if you pushed really hard, yeah. That was also a problem for my mediator. Although my mediator, I would have to press the mag release to put it in. It was very weird. Anyways, the putting in the magazine is not the smoothest, I do have to say. With some mags, mainly the cheaper ones. With this one is very smooth at certain angles. But also it's so smooth that sometimes I think it might drop. Now down to the mag release. It is just a simple pull magazine release. You can also just get your magazine like this and then remove it like that. I like to switch around to both. It is a bit of an angle, and right on this side it has some indent. Yes, that is because you needed to push very hard, but it works fine now. Down to the trigger. The trigger is decently nice, but it is super thin. Look at this. This is thin, really thin, and it isn't a problem of quality. No, this is very high quality, and it has a metal spring. No, it just doesn't feel good. It digs into your finger, even though it's not sharp. But because it does not have slam fire, this is a big problem. Then again, it doesn't have slam fire, which slam fire is when you hold on the trigger and then you prime, and in some points, either the back or the front position, it will fire automatically. Yeah, this doesn't have it, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because you don't have slam fire, and it's a good thing because you can mod it more easily. Now there is one other thing that is bad about this blaster, but mainly because I fixed it and probably I did something wrong. It doesn't impact performance, actually. I can just prime it back if I get a jam, which rarely ever happens. Oh, because we're down to jams, this has a jam door, a pretty high quality one, but still it's the pull up door method. This one at least you cannot pull out. Thank God. Down to the grip. The grip, even though it has these weird holes and everything, it's pretty comfy. I do have to say, it is real comfy. Now, it does have this handrail, which is pretty cool. It does not make my grip comfy, and probably won't for you. It's a pretty big handle. Or I just have incredibly small hands. I don't know. It's either one of those. And one thing to note. Most Recon MkII's on release did not work with 18 round stick mags. Let me show you. So, you get your 18 round stick mag. This is an off-brand one because I don't have a on-brand one. Yeah. And because of this little knob, it will push against the top part and you wouldn't be able to close it. Now this one, they basically cut a hole right here, so you can put it in. So this one works. I don't use 18 round mags, so yeah, it's good, but I don't know. If you get the Mark III, which is the same blaster, just with a different front barrel and like a shield, I'll show it somewhere around here. You can buy those, and those will probably be guaranteed to come with an 18 round mag. And if you see this and that one, other than if you don't like the lime green, just buy the Mark III. But generally, it's the same blaster. Now, the grip is fine. This is good. What's the other thing? There is still one more thing before we go over the blasters, the quality and the looks. On my side, there's this little black piece right here that you can pull, or you could usually also push it back in. I suspect it was a prime, like a prime button, the prime button. Just that it got stuck, and this blaster was really hard for me to get put back together, so I'm not opening it up again. Yeah, so that might be the cause of the prime thing. Now let's get down to the quality. Both the quality of the barrels, the blaster, the magazine even, is really good. No major squishiness, but there are some creaks. Now this might just be because the blaster is old and used, but it does feel good. It's so similar to the Echo. The Echo, while it does creak a lot, it doesn't feel cheap. As for some elite 2.0 blasters, they do feel cheap. They're squishy. For example, the Warden. But this one doesn't. Also, the looks are pretty good. Logo on this side, the other side just says modules. Oh yeah, there is a Nerf logo down here. And there is the Nerf logo on this side. This thing is orange here, but not... They cheaped that again. Hasbro! Why? But overall, the looks are pretty good. You got this little line that doesn't completely match up with this. On this side, it's not painted. God damn, Hasbro, you... Ah! But you get the gray, you get the white, you get... It looks okay, and there are some little details that you got on these blasters. Of course, it's not painted on that side, but they do genuinely look pretty good. And I do like them. Its design is very good. And if you compare it to the Echo, which is right here, it is considerably shorter. And actually, I meant shorter as in length. And it is also less tall. So shorter in both ways. But yeah, only thing it has this like hand guard, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's just a better version of the Echo, and it has a sling attachment point. I don't like sling attachment points on the grip, but it has a sling attachment point. You did better than the Echo. Other than it doesn't have Slamfire. Let's get to the attachments. And I'm too bored to edit it out because it's literally 2 milliseconds. Yeah, this is a stock, shorter, the shortest stock I have, but it uses a metal spring instead of a plastic one. So this means it's very easy to take out and put on. Thank you, Jasper. It's also pretty comfy because it's a bit more wide than the Echo one, so I actually end up using this one a lot more, even though it's super short. Yeah. And it's just one coral lore. They did paint the Nerf logo, not on both sides of course. And on the front barrel it actually looks pretty good. It has this like little muzzle, the big front side that the plastic doesn't have the rear one. Yeah. And a rail on the bottom, which that is useful, I guess? I don't know. It won't impact your performance by a lot. And actually, it does an annoying thing too. Now if you hold it... Yeah, this little ring just shakes around. Look. And when I hold it... Yay! And it's not even a screw problem. They just fitted it in there. What the hell, Hasbro? They both have the same quality, so I'm not going over it. Before we go to the firing test, which is in my room now, yes, I do have something a little new over here, and something a little new for my storage of Nerf blasters. Now, the only other things that are gonna change right now is my blasters, a cooler for my laptop, or a PC. Maybe some other little things. So I'm probably right now gonna make the road to my dream setup because a lot of has changed. At least 3 things has changed. Or 3 things are new. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's go to the fire test. Okay, the total didn't take less than 30 seconds to set up. But we're again shooting at my pillow. The chair is in the way. Thankfully you don't see the other surprise. And yeah, I'm gonna shoot waffle head darts from MkII. They're mixed in. I don't really have the energy to sort them out. So yeah, that doesn't have slime fire. So 1 mag with the attachments, 1 without. So I screwed up. I shot 2 mags with attachments. Now you're gonna watch me reload 1 more mag. probably cut it out. Yeah, let's just load this mag. So yeah, besides the point that I shot 2 mags with attachments, which wasn't needed for me right now, this blaster operates pretty good. With these mags from the double punch, it doesn't like them for some reason, so sometimes it will be very hard to load the mag in. They could have just flared it up a little bit, would be fine. But yeah, it's pretty good. There aren't really no problems, besides the problems that I made, and they're not really problems. The quality is decent, you can mod it basically the same as the Retaliator, just it's newer, it comes with somewhat better attachments, I don't know, and yeah, it doesn't have any problems. Besides putting the Phoenix mag in, you will need to force it a little bit. But there is 1 mag, and it's a 6-round mag, yeah, no problem. Now, the attachments are decent. Please do not buy just for the attachments, buy for the blaster. And if you have to choose between the Echo and this, buy this. This you can open up, you can mod, it's better build quality, it doesn't have any problems, it has a better priming grip and everything. The things that the Echo has over this is you can only find this on Amazon. The Echo you can find on Amazon in stores, not really nowadays. And the fact that the Echo has slant fire, which isn't a big deal for me. So yeah, I like this blaster, and it's smaller than the Echo, has a sling attachment point. Yes, I like this blaster a lot more. It just feels better. Don't buy the Echo, just buy this. This is basically a updated Retaliator. They could have made it with Slamfire, they didn't. It's okay. Now, you might have seen I made some gaming videos. I'm probably gonna continue that. I made the Hexshot video review. Yeah, Hexshot reviews don't do well, other than the Rage Fire that did very well because I put in Nerf minigun. Yeah, that gave me a lot more views. Now my Moto Blitz unfortunately has kind of died, not really. The wire inside just got disconnected, so I have to open it up, and the next time I open it up I will solder the wire. And not glue it, so that it stays in place and the glue doesn't touch it. So yeah, I will not be doing another updated review of the Moto Blitz. So yeah, it might be a bit high. I put on some books. I didn't have the energy to remove them just to film, so you're a bit higher. I'll maybe do it like this always, maybe not. It always changes. When you like this, you just change stuff. So yeah, next video coming out from me will probably be a Road to My Dreams setup review. Yeah, I'll probably keep it around like this because when I go to move my hands, you don't see it. Yeah, I'm like 6'3", 6'4", somewhere around that. 193 centimeters to be exact. Actually, a bit more, a bit less. Maybe centimeter more, a few centimeters more, a centimeter less, somewhere around there. Not below 192 centimeters. So yeah. I want to say something else, but I don't have to say anything else. Oh yeah, I started middle school, so yeah, these reviews are gonna get slowed down a lot. Anyways, before I go, subscribe, like, and turn on those notifications, because when you receive a video of mine, I would like for you to watch it. Not for me to see that 6 hours into the video I have 2 views. I do not want to see that ever again. Please help. Anyways, my name is Nixie, and bye bye.